We about to see what the hype about. Y'all know why we here. Let's get straight into it. I did make a friend while I was waiting, and her table was ready before mine. So she asked me if I wanted to come eat with her because she was eating by herself. So I did. So if y'all know me in real life, y'all know that's a major step. First and foremost, we started off with the drinks. This margarita was $9.99. So I mixed the guava and the passion fruit. It was tasty. 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend. Now, it's the right amount of balance of alcohol and mixer. And I also want to mention that, like, as you get closer to the bottom, it's going to give you some flavored water with ice. Okay, just keep that in mind. The biscuits were soft. They were fresh. I appreciated it. Very nostalgic. I don't really go to Red Lobster, so this kind of reminded me of the last couple of times I've been here. I was thoroughly, I'm not going to say surprised, but I be seeing other people's and it be crispy. So this is the crab queso dip. And so let me just give you the forewarning that it need a little bit more seasoning, but it is good, especially with the queso. I really meant to get a clip of me eating it, but I guess I wasn't recording. The star of the show, the crab boil, I got the mariner's boil. So you have the option to choose from a variety of butters. I got Cajun butter. I got an extra thing of Cajun butter in the bag. And then I also got the Old Bay Parmesan on the side. Honestly, truthfully, hear me out. The Old Bay Parmesan is literally it. And I'm showing y'all real time. I'm not even about to be editing nothing out because I want y'all to see how it was happening. She ended up getting the guava margarita. So as you can see, it was piping hot. When them children say that junk be too hot, I feel like Tamika, when she be trying to eat that food and that junk be burning her tongue off. And I did also get the crab topped potato. Really, you can leave that where it's at. I don't know what that is missing. Seasoning, it's missing a lot of stuff. I don't know what else they need to put on that. Maybe y'all need to put the Old Bay Parmesan on it because that sauce that y'all had on there, 0 out of 10. I don't got to have that no more. The crab queso dip, you can get that about a 7.5, 8 out of 10. Yeah, as y'all can see the potato, leave that there. Don't order that. Unless you just a big potato connoisseur and you feel like you need to taste that, leave that potato right where it's at. Now back for the star of the show. I'm going to give y'all another view of these crab legs before I jump into it. I do want to mention that them lobsters, baby. Some of y'all seem like y'all lobsters bigger than that, but those are the smallest lobsters I done seen in a long time. I told y'all I ain't cutting nothing now. I'm keeping this as authentic as possible. That is the Old Bay Parmesan. That's the best sauce that they got in there. Everybody that get roasted garlic say it's nasty. I heard the lady sitting across from me say it was nasty. The Cajun butter is decent. It has some seasoning on it, but I'm gonna give that Cajun butter, I'm gonna give that like a 4.8 out of 10. And then I'm gonna give the Old Bay Parmesan like an 8.5, 9 out of 10. I really like it. And so let me give y'all the notes of that flavor. It is kind of citrusy and sweet, but it's also like seasoned and it has like a hint of garlic. So if you don't like, so I'm gonna give y'all a prime example. If y'all eat Dungeness crab, king crab, things of that nature, you know, as we step up in the levels of crab legs, it gets sweeter. Yeah. So it got like a citrusy sweet kind of twang to it. If you don't like that, then you're not going to like the Old Bay Parmesan. I would say get the Cajun garlic. Honestly, the Cajun butter still is missing the mark. And so I think what we got to keep in mind is this is not the crab boil. Look at that baby lobster. This is not the crab balls that we getting from Red Crab and Crafty Crab and Juicy Crab. So we got to think in terms of when you go to Red Lobster and you get crab legs, they give you butter, right? So all they did was add a little bit of flavor to that butter. So I know that a lot of people getting on here and they like, that junk was not all that. You got to find the sauce that works for you. And I think a lot of people shy away from the Old Bay Parmesan because of the Parmesan. But hear me out. If you are one of those people that's open to a lot of different flavors and notes of flavors, then Old Bay Parmesan is going to be the way for you to go. Okay, hear me out. The shrimp, they small too. The crab legs were juicy. The potatoes, In my opinion, they cooked mine a little bit too long, but it could have also been the steam of the bag. Also, I feel like that bag is like a trash bag. I know, maybe I being a little picky. Overall, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's not top tier, but I actually would go back simply for that Old Bay Parmesan. Like, if y'all ain't hear nothing I say today, that Old Bay Parmesan sauce is good. And I think that y'all should go try that. At the close of the day, it's a black man that's the CEO. I'm putting a little change in his pocket and all the employees that work there. So I'm not mad about my ability to go try it. I will also go back for that crab queso dip. But Mr. CEO, if you listening, here's a few things. I think that you should make it a seafood spinach artichoke dip. Now, I think I discovered that the crab queso dip does have like a spinach artichoke attempt, but I think we need to be heavy on the spinach. So like, let's think spinach dip, then let's mix queso into that. Then let's top it with lump crab meat, shrimp, and lobster. Mix it all up. I promise you, you could be able to charge $15.99 for that and nobody would be arguing with you. I think there's an opportunity there. The margarita was good. I don't have no problem with that. The baked potato, you could do the lump crab meat, but I think you should do like a lump crab meat and lobster and then use the Old Bay Parmesan as another option to top on that. When it comes to the Cajun butter, add a little bit more seasoning like cayenne pepper, Cajun seasoning, something like that. And I think that a certain audience would be satisfied by that addition. Those are just my suggestions.